personal brand. Why is personal brand important? Can anyone tell me? It's who you are. Yeah, that's a good one.
You differentiate yourself with other people.
Differentiate yourself from other people. Anyone else know why personal brand's important? Well, you guys are essentially on the money, right? So personal brand is the reason why all of us have jobs, because we're active and we could prove to our employers that we were good people before we even went into the interview, right? And so that's what personal brand does. And to build your personal brand, a really good way is through content, right? You can do that through networking, like things like this, but the easiest way to reach the most amount of eyes is always going to be through content. Cool? So personal brand, I've had people say that it helps you bring you more money because you get more opportunities, you got more eyes on you and all of that. What I like to say is if I sold cookies and your sister sold cookies, even though my cookies were better than your sister's, you're probably going to buy from her because you love her. And that's that affinity that you have. When you make content, you can make affinities with audiences and get them to like you, so that when you're ready to look for a job or sell something or get investors for whatever it is that you're doing, then you're already front of mind and they're happy to help you because they feel like they know you. That's why it's really good to have personal brand. So by the end of this, you're going to have a persona that you're going to be able to plug into ChatGPT, and it's going to help you make LinkedIn posts. So you're in front of all of these execs, people hiring managers whatsoever, and you are familiar to them, right? So that we can get more money, we'll get more jobs, we'll beat all the guys. Awesome? Cool. Pull your phones out and bring out your notes app. So I'm essentially going to we're going to help you build out what your persona is so that you can then start posting on LinkedIn. By the end of this, I want you guys to have posted on LinkedIn, either by the end of today, tomorrow, whatever. Send it to us, tag us, and we're going to like and comment on every single person who does that. So archetypes. Essentially, your archetype is the character in which you want to speak from, right? So some people want to show up as the expert. They want to show off that they know their shit. And some people, like me, want to just show off that I'm happy to show you that I'm trying, and I'm probably going to fuck it up along the way, right? So just choose one or two, however many relate to you. If you read it and it feels right, jot it down.
We're going to be going through fast.
Because we're going to go through really fast. So don't double guess yourself. If it feels right to you, just jot it down. All right. Tone. Tone is essentially how do you want to speak to your audience, right? And when I say that, do you want to be cheeky and playful, or do you want to be blunt and serious, right? So I've just got a bunch of thought starters in which you can start from and thinking about what tone do you speak from. A lot of people will think about how do your friends describe you, right? That's probably a really good way to figure out your tone. This is just a place to start so that you don't have to think too hard, but you can put in whatever words you want. Choose around 3 minimum. Now, topics. So I've put what I thought is the most relatable topics for you guys as university students. I want you to pick one topic that you think you could speak the most about. And then your perspective is how you may deliver that topic, right? So perspective can be like, the topic might be early career, right? And my perspective might be talking about my early career as a young woman. Talking about early career as, and what I learned about it, right? What is the perspective in which we're talking about it? So just think of what those might look like against the topic you're most confident in speaking about. Inspiration. So inspiration's a really good one because if you ask ChatGPT to write like you, it doesn't know who you are, but it knows who a bunch of these big public figures are. And outside of the people I've put here that have big personal brands, you guys can use movie characters, book characters, like fictional characters that don't actually exist in real life as well. If you feel like they speak like you, or you see yourself in them and you resonate, right? So for example, when I ask my ChatGPT to write a script for an attention seeker video, I say, write all of Jony's lines in the tone of Donkey from Shrek, right? And you don't have to choose from this list. You don't have to choose from this list. Anyone that you feel like you would like to be more like. Awesome. And then I need you to jot down this structure, right? While you're jotting this down, I'm going to explain it to you. So this is just a very simple structure in which you can tell a story. It's the same as a 3-act structure, the hero's journey or whatever. It's just dumbed down for the sake of a LinkedIn post. So you're going to have your heading, which is your hook. It's going to stop people from scrolling. It's going to be like, whoa, what is this bitch talking about? And then your subheading is essentially a little bit more context to that thing that you said, and it gives enough context for them to understand what they're about to read. Your challenge is the part where you get people to nod their heads. They're like, yep, I understand what you're talking about. So if you took the perspective of being an introvert in early career, right? Your head nodding bit will be, your challenge will be like, it was really hard for me to make friends in the office, right? It sucked. I didn't know how to do it, but then I did this, which is the solution. And so you're not gonna solve everyone's problems in that solution piece, but what you're gonna do is just tell people how you tackled it, right? And that's your own flair, and that's how you're gonna get people to fall in love with you, right? Essentially, congrats, because you've trained your ChatGPT enough to start making a base post. And I want you all, at the end of the night, end of tomorrow, whatever, make the post, tag the attention seeker, and we're gonna like and comment on all of your posts so long as you tag us. Got it?
So you go, hey chat, can you write a LinkedIn post about insert education?
Is that how you compound LinkedIn?
Yeah, it's one.
All of my LinkedIn posts are ChatGPT, I hope you know.
Send it.
That's for TikTok, not for LinkedIn. LinkedIn, I feed it my old posts. Like, this is how I write. Yeah. Cool. If you guys have any questions about personal brand outside of written content, you want to know more about video or whatever, please pick our brains while we're eating. We live, breathe, eat shit content, so please, please, please come to us and pick our brains.
It's a lot. How do you think you balance your personal brand on your own TikTok versus at work?
I've got two really different personas. Yeah. So like on my personal stuff, it's very relationship heavy. Family and relationship oriented, and then the TikTok is like, I don't know how to explain it. The little shit on in the office. Yeah.
You know the one I really liked was the one where it's like, what was the one where you like run and say something like?
Oh yeah, the suspect trade. Yeah. Oh, awesome. So, I'm gonna see a post on LinkedIn. Yes. 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 Yes, with really great high quality content.
The photos don't have to be good.
You don't even have to put a photo with it, but yeah, try put a photo with it. I can't wait to see your LinkedIn posts.